Welcome back to Milwaukee Record's virtual summer festival, a virtual festival that's paying tribute to all the Milwaukee festivals that have been canceled this year due to COVID-19, and we're celebrating festivals that are both big and long established, things like Summerfest, the State Fair, as well as festivals that are very, we're just getting going. And that brings us to Crusher Fest. Crusher Fest, of course, began last year in 2019 with its inaugural celebration. It was a celebration of the life and career of the one, the only professional wrestling legend, South Milwaukee legend, Reggie "Da Crusher" Lazowski. The first Crusher Fest was incredible. It was packed. And I thought today, because there won't be a Crusher Fest 2020, hopefully it'll be back next year, but there won't be one this year. So I thought instead, why don't I read, perhaps even dramatically read, an old interview that the Crusher gave back in 1978. And I'll do it standing beside the Crusher statue. Well, I come from the other side of the tracks. My old man ran a working man's saloon. At 13 years old, he said, "Kid, you've been laying around enough. Come on down to the saloon. I want you to start throwing drunks out of the saloon." So since 13 years old, I've been fighting. I went to a college, but college of hard knocks. Nobody really influenced me, I don't think, any more than the drunks I threw out of the saloon. My old man making me get in the streets and fight. I'll never forget one time when I was a punk kid. I had to take a can of beer and go to the saloon and get my old man some beer. Well, he gave me 15 cents to go get it. About 10 minutes later, I come running down the hill. Almost blew him right off the porch. And he said, "Hey, punk, where are you going? Get over here, you bum." He said, "Where's my beer?" He thought I drank his beer, but I didn't drink his beer. I said, "There's some bum 350 pounds. I only weighed about 200 when I was 13 years old. He took one in a fight. He took the money from the beer." He said, "Kid, it ain't the size of the dog in a fight. It's the size of the fight in a dog. Get back up that hill. Get that money back. And you bring that beer back down." I've been climbing that hill ever since. I went up there, beat the big bum, got my 15 cents, and brought my old man a beer back. That's a sentimental story. About 2 o'clock in the morning when they're closing the bars, it gets real sentimental. I come from Milwaukee. Everybody knows the breweries are all in Milwaukee. Everyone drinks beer in Milwaukee. From the time I can remember, my old man gave me a beer. They didn't give you no milk bottles. They filled the milk bottles with beer. That's why I'm so big, and that's why the dollies get so big over here. That's why I'm the polka king, too. I like to polka with a dolly, 250 pounds, 260 pounds. So when I let her go, a lot of times I got to pay for a whole new wall to be put up, right through the wall. I love to do that polka, but they got to be nice, heavy, stout girls. I had a girlfriend once, weighed 250, went on a diet, went down to 215. Had to get rid of her. Too skinny. You know, I've been in so many fights in the saloons, I don't think anything can hurt me no more. I've been hit with bar stools, bar eggs, barmaids, you name it. That's why I go into these matches. I don't figure out no scientific wrestling. What is scientific wrestling anyhow? Well, that's the way I was brought up. I was brought up in the streets and in the saloons. Nobody taught me nothing but what I learned the hard way. And this is the way I've been wrestling all my life. And when I wrestle somebody, I don't like return matches. In other words, I like to hurt and cripple people. So I don't ever have to have a return match. But I don't like to throw the first punch unless I have to. I believe in the old motto, do unto others before they do it to you. I lived it the hard way. I came up the hard way. And I'm going to end up being the world's champion, living the hard way, the way I do.